Greetings everyone, and welcome to a discussion video on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And I want to take this time to speculate about the meta and kind of what to expect in the coming days. I'm also going to do some of my dailies in the background. And we're faced kind of with an interesting situation right now. So, a meta shift is supposedly coming. Like, it feels like it should be coming. Which no one's gonna disagree with me on that, but there is one thing that I kind of noticed. Capital Games has been slowing down on changes. Malik is still the meta, yes, but Malik didn't come out very quickly. Like, Malik came out, and then it was almost 5 months, I think, until he came out again. Versus Padme came out like, what, exactly 3 months later, 2 or 3 months? She came out again quickly. So, and then we just got the 501st tag. So there's been a lot of speculation going around about what's gonna be the next meta. And if I had to just guess right now, going with my gut, I'd say it has something to do with Padme and Jedi Knight Anakin. That's what I think. Something to do with them. Ahsoka Tano would not be too far off. I think 501st is a distraction. Honestly. Like, this is just pure speculation. I have no insider knowledge. I'm just looking at a pattern of what they've done, and it feels to me like 501st is kind of like Chewbacca was for Jedi Knight Revan. Everyone was excited for Chewbacca and the Bounty Hunters, and then Revan hit instantly, almost. And I think we're in kind of a similar situation to that, where everyone's talking 501st, who are you going to need? And everyone's talking about the new epic confrontation, although I personally am suspicious that we may have... Sorry, 1 second, responding to something. Just quickly texting someone my dinner plans. Okay, so here's why I think 501st is bait and switch, and I'll show you real quick why. One, there's only 4. I think we're gonna get another one. I don't remember if Pons was part of the 501st Legion or not. I didn't care for his character during the thing, but I figure we can get another 501st clone real easily. Or they may add the Jedi Anakin tag to it later. I don't know. I think they might have held off on that because of power, but that's not why I don't think they're gonna be a thing. This is why. Rex. Not exactly farmable. Right, there is no way to farm Rex. I actually just noticed that he was available in the weekly shipments that just turned over a couple days ago. So, yeah, Rex cannot be easily farmed. He's not, like, you can't just dump energy on him. And it's the exact same way for Echo. Echo they're both guild event store farms, which means RNG can happen, and it's actually been happening because, god damn it, I've been trying to farm Echo ever since the 501st tag came out. And I can tell you, right... Oh, that's actually a really good price tag. I can tell you right now, freaking Echo is not easy to farm. Now, I will immediately recommend to everyone, if you don't have Echo, this is worth it. This is absolutely worth it. Go ahead and do that. And I am spending the guild event store on him right now to get him up. But the point is, you can't dump energy and farm them. You just can't. If you want them, you're kind of hosed, and that kind of defeats the purpose of panic farming. If you want, whatever the new meta is, has always been followed by a panic farm. You cannot panic farm the 501st. You can panic farm 5s, kind of. Because 5s is purchase... Okay, you can definitely panic farm 5s, because he can be bought in the Cantina store, and he's got a node. Hard node, but a node. And then Ahsoka is super duper easy to farm, because she's a hard node and she's Cantina store. She's easy. So, you can only directly farm 2 of them. You can indirectly farm the same 2, and then you're pretty much just waiting on RNG for the others. That's kind of the way it's working right now. So that is why I do not think the 501st would be the new meta. If they want to do a farm thing, you have to do the 501st. Now, they could introduce the lottery packs, but I don't think those are actually a very efficient Like, at this point, people know that's not a good way to farm if you absolutely need to. Like, if people are panic farming, that's the last resort. So I don't think that would do anything, and let's be real, Mace Windu ain't worth farming at this point either. Perfect. Now I can use that to pick up some Echo Shards. So I don't think the 501st. I think it's going to be Galactic Republic under Padme, because it's been agreed upon. Padme is almost a top-tier meta team. We're missing something. Could it be a reworked Mace Windu? Maybe. Could it be Cadia Mundi? He seems to be the favored one according to potential leaks for the next release, and he was already a heavily speculated one. Maybe. Unlikely that he'd be a big game changer. I think he's kind of there to round out the rather weird Galactic Republic situation that we're going through right now. And I know that in meta, you know, Rex and Anakin can do some work. I don't know if there's any sitting in my arena team, or my top arena at the moment, but there were... there's a Suicide Squad. CLS is still in. Damn. 2 CLS. Sorry, I haven't looked at this in a while, but as you can... And 1 Padme. So yeah, all the Jedi Revens are out now. But, yeah, I think Padme is the secret to the next. And I'm kind of sad that my priority to gear at the moment was Malak. Is Malak, kind of. Because that's a Grand Arena move for me. Malak is one of the hardest characters to defeat. Now, granted, in Grand Arena, you can slowly you can chip away at the rest of the squad, so then it might be 5-on-1 on Malak, and then he'll lose, but he's still a wall that you have to get through at some point. Today is a buy speed day. So, damn it. Any good? Eh. Oh god, that's garbage. Maybe. So, okay, mod. That's another thing. We really need more mod inventory space because or just a guarantee that you'll get 5 stars, because at this point, getting 4-star is kind of useless. Like, we know they're useless. Why would you waste our inventory space with that? Sorry, just small diatribe. So I think it's going to be Padme. But here's the other dilemma. So something involving Padme. She's the newest legendary character. I don't think it's going to be the epic confrontation, though. Hear me out. And I'm thinking ahead at this point. They said they were almost done working on the new epic confrontation. Here's something about Malak we don't know. We don't know when they were done working on Malak. Like, I mean, they planned him and Revan and this whole meta out very far in advance. I mean, Darth Revan and Malak were known. They absolutely had to know that was going to be a plan when they were just starting to release the Old Republic characters, before Jedi Revan was even on people's radar. That had to be planned out. So who knows how long they actually had the Malak event done. At least within a week of done. Like, I think that they said they were done, and I think that was a purposeful misleader. I think that we're going to get more stuff for Lightside, but Malak will stay the dominant meta for longer than we thought. He was a ridiculous character to unlock, and he's only just now he's only just now been unlocked by another wave. And I don't have the numbers, but I'm going to guess not as many people got him on Try 2 as they wanted to. I barely got him on Try 2. And he only unlocks at 5 stars, so getting full 7-star Malak still takes quite a bit of time after that if you didn't save up your stuff. I'm guilty of that. I think the next epic confrontation is going to be based on Episode 9. And here's why. We already have 1 of 2 needed Hero's Journey characters. We have Jedi Training Rey. Now, and unfortunately for her, she's kind of the loser when it comes to Hero's Journey characters, because her faction is so bloody legendary dependent. And it's just one of those ones that doesn't work too well. It's not as powerful as CLS with Chewbacca and Han and R2 and all that. And again, people don't want to pull away from that. So she kind of gets saddled with 3PO, but that's it. She gets 3PO, BB-8, and Finn is kind of okay, but Jedi Training Rey is not the winner whenever it comes to who's the best Journey character. It's Jedi Revan, because you don't need friggin' Malak for Jedi Revan to be good. CLS used to be the best. He was still arguably better. I would say he's arguably better on so many fronts than freaking Jedi Training Ray. But my point is, there's a hero's journey character that people have had for a while. We could easily get a dark side journey character for the First Order. It would make sense. Currently, you just need them for unlocking BB-8, but they're a faction that's gonna definitely be getting some love. Episode 9 is only 4 months away. Little under 4 months away. I think that could be the next journey. I think they told it about us to get everyone panicking and speculating. And I think Capital Games at this point is trying to play the YouTube community and the speculation that's going on this, because if everyone predicts what they do, everyone farms up, no panic farm. I think they're overhyping on purpose the light side Geonosis. If I had to guess on when that's going to come out, I would estimate either end of September's territory battle or the first one in October. They're reusing a ton of assets from the first one. From the dark side one. Timing fits up pretty well. I think it might come out just a little over 3 months, just because of the way things have been kind of going. I mean, they had to switch out their director, or CG Carey left, and then the new guy replaced her. So I think that might have slowed production down just a bit, just because that's going to be a rather drastic shift no matter what happens. So I think that's going to be the big Malak toppler. I don't think anything Galactic Republic is going to topple Malak. Because let's face it, if we went on popularity, Grievous should have toppled Malak, because he's been by far the most popular team from the prequels. I mean, everyone likes Padme, but they really wanted midriff Padme, and then the rest of Galactic Republic until just recently was kind of meh. And honestly, if Captain Rex is the one with his Annihilate to blow up Malak, I'm not happy with that meta shift. He doesn't feel like a character who deserves to be the meta definer. So I don't think it's going to be Five of Thirst. I don't think it's going to be Galactic Republic. I think something's coming at the end of based on episode 9. That's going to be the next epic confrontation. I think, if I had to guess, there'll be a hero's journey sometime November-ish. You'll have one shot at it, or probably a dark journey. It'll probably be for Kylo. Because if he's the counterpart to Rey, it's always kind of felt meh that he's just been a Cantina farm. They kind of need to... I think they're due for an epic villain character. Could be Kylo, and then it could be Rey and Kylo with the meta defining epic confrontation. Could be a Darth Sidious, or it could be the Dark Rey. Who knows? That actually would make a lot of sense too. It could be Darkside Rey. We've seen the lightsaber thing, double-bladed lightsaber. That could be a double thing. That looked pretty damn cool. I'm not going to invest too heavily in the Galactic Republic until Geonosis Lightside comes out. And here is the other thing I wanted to talk about. Now I've made my opinion on the future meta clear. Let's talk about Darkside versus Lightside Geonosis, because that's going to be an issue of characters. We're basically just in the middle of a giant gear crunch right now. I personally am feeling it horribly, because I have basically 3 teams I need to gear. I need to finish gearing my arena team, because ideally I should take it to gear 13, but I just can't be asked right now to spare time to farm up the damn Chirotech, because I already have to farm it for Malak, because he just eats it, and then I'll need to farm it for Padme, and then I'll need to farm it for Shaak Ti. Because I've actually started farming Shaak Ti now that I've got some spare ship energy. But if you do look, there's a hell of a lot more available characters for the Galactic Republic than there were for the Separatists, and there's some legendaries mixed in. We've got Grandmaster Yoda, we've got R2-D2, we've got C-3PO, we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, we've got Padme. There's legendaries, powerhouses galore. So I don't think they're going to be giving a whole lot more love to this faction, except for maybe the characters down here, minus you. Like, I think maybe, I'd love to see Kit Fisto be good. Really, I would. Ayla Secura, Imungundi. Like, I'd love to see a pass on the Jedi to just make them a little more viable. Mace Windu's going to get a rework for sure. He's a ship captain without a Zeta, for crying out loud. A capital ship captain. Yeah, and then I know Malevolence will drop with it. That's probably... That's probably going to be the counterpart to the negotiator. Again, I'm hoarding the currency just in case. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to get a whole lot more. This faction, just with some touch-up, doesn't need new characters. It just needs some love to become a main faction. And then this is our September login character, which makes me think again that maybe if they can get it ready, they'll drop Lightside Geonosis at the end of the month, but it still seems a little far away. But if we go ahead and look at the Separatist lineup, and remember that Wat Tambor is not available, we got half at most main characters. So I expect Lightside is going to be the harder one by a very large margin. So I expect that's going to be much harder, because of all the characters, the only thing we have that's legendary-ish is Grievous. And obviously we have Wat Tambor, but this is an almost all farm and do thing. And right, Django's now a Separatist, so he was almost a legendary. But yeah, otherwise there's no legendaries, there's no heroes' journeys here. It's just a bunch of farmed characters and Grievous, because Grievous is a bit of a unique case. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So we're dealing with a much more powerful faction overall. Obviously, as far as base teams go, Grievous is the better one, but you need him to unlock freaking Padme. But if I had to guess, Lightside's, and I said this before, Lightside's going to be harder. And as far as gearing goes, because we're in a crunch, especially me, it's like I got to gear up the Gold Republic, I got to gear up the Separatists, I got to gear up the Squad Arena. And I'll admit, I'm one of the weakest members of my guild, so I'm feeling the crunch a lot worse than them. Like, right now, my current goal, like today, I just got B1 to 7 stars, and I'm gonna hopefully in the next week or so finish up him to gear 12. I'm still furious that he's got a freaking stun gun. He has no health. It made no sense to put this on him except to make it harder to gear him. And as you can see, I'm not exactly close to getting another stun gun. I have no crystals. I'm gonna have to farm it the hard way. Might get lucky and one will drop from the end of this. Oh, sweet, this starts in 15 minutes. But just overall, it's not a great place to be in for gearing. And then I need to finish up B2, and then I need to work on Magnagar and Droidica. Then after that, my priority shifts to the Geonosians. Brood Alpha's waiting on stun cuffs, spies, actually getting kind of close to the end. Now, just in the interest of the meta shift, I am hoarding a Zeta, you may have noticed. I have a lot of characters with red on them because I've got Zetas available. Also, I brought up the Ewoks just because I know that 3PO's coming around at the end of the month, September, so... Okay, I'm recording this in August, but I'm planning to release this in September. So it's like, I brought the Ewoks up so I can get them ready for 5-star 3PO, but that's it. I don't have enough of them at 6-star low... Like, I'm also doing Logray in the shop, but I don't think until the event rolls around he'll be purchasable again with crystals, so... I don't know if I can get him to 6-star in time, and then, like, Paplo needs gear, Elder needs gear. I'm doing this with a very unoptimal team. But it's the Ewoks I got, and I cannot afford another freaking 3-star to 7-star hard farm right now. I've already got to do Anakin. I gotta shift resources to Anakin as soon as Droidica's done. And then Anakin's ships. I got ships I need to farm for friggin'... Like, I got things that I need to do. Like, yeah, it's been rough. The fact that B1's done is nice. It means I can shift stuff over to Anakin Starfighter now in the ships, but sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. Basically, it's like gear. There's not enough gear. And then we have the relics thing coming. I'm going to do a video once we have the full details on the relics thing. It didn't feel... I don't like making lots of small videos for the same topic. I just like to do one big cover them all when they're released thing. But yeah, Gears of Crunch. I like the change they did with the end of your, what do you call it thing. In fact, I'll go ahead and start working on stuff. Fleet challenges. Yeah, so now it's even more important than ever to make sure you get your dailies, which, you know, obviously is something you should do because you get a free Omega, you get crystals, you get all kinds of important stuff. But now you get Kyrotech, now you get other very nice stuff. Let's see if I can beat this Malik team. Unlikely, considering I'm working with one Zeta on Malik. Like, honestly, I wasn't planning to give Malik that second Zeta for a little while. What I want to do is give it to friggin', what's his face? I want to give it to HK, because I'm missing a thing on HK. Get shocked. Yeah, it didn't work. I need a second. I need to gear up freaking Sith Trooper, because I do. That's annoying. Oh shit, he survived. Yeah, as you can see, it's a bit of a grind in arena right now. I'm happy to say at least I'm doing mostly Revan on Revan fights, but my low gear is just killing me, and the fact that I don't have very good speed mods. Bye-bye. And not having a 7-star Malik also kind of hurts, because he's just not strong. Yeah. A part of it is just because, again, I came into the situation with basically no guild event currency saved up. Alright, I'm also going to go ahead and do one ships thing, because I'm not sure I'm going to get a shot at a regular payout hour for arena. Okay, who's in 9th? I don't really want to fight the guy in 8th. Okay, 9th is no better. My main concern is I know this guy's payout is this hour, so I'm worried that I'll take him out and then someone else will... And then he'll just come back and snipe me. Like, that's one thing I'm very much aware of. I'm fortunate in my current payout because I am an hour after most of the main players go. So... if I'm not active for the exact hour beforehand, I can just go straight for my arena payout, and I don't have to worry about anyone else trying at that hour. Yeah, like I had to deal a little bit with people who were kind of getting used to the situation when the last Falcon came out. We had some new players show up, but I think I'm assuming someone else chewed them out because they stopped messing with other people's payouts real fast. Like the main players are back. We just gained that this one Russian guy. He was the only real new player when the last Falcon came out. Also, with I need to double check the requirements, but I'm pretty sure I can just 3-ship the Falcon event. It's never been a hard event, so I'm pretty sure I can just 3-ship it. And because I'm farming Droideka, Cad Bane's ship is almost done. It's like, what is it? It's in the 90s now. It's going to be done tomorrow or the day after, depending on my fortune in the drops. Yeah, it's going to be done soon, so I'll be able to 7-star it, and then I'll have that available. Because I know for sure that gets me 6-star Falcon, because that's just a requires 3 situation. Oh, damn it, wrong. Well, wrong button, but it worked out. Yeah, Fleet Arena has been real stale. I'm honestly looking forward to when the negotiators start rolling out. I mean, I know I'm holding out to become a Malevolence, and it's the second friggin' Vulture Droid's farmable. I'm picking him up, partially because he also helps out my my squad in Geonosis. But yeah, so gearing up. Yeah, people kind of face things. So if your guild is doing Geonosis, you guys are going to have to make a decision on priority, because obviously not a lot of people are going to be done gearing up for Darkside Geonosis. It's been 3 months, but I'm not a whale, so I couldn't get Droideka and B2 up or B1 up until just now. I'm thrilled to have him, because that just made my Grievous team viable again in the events. And I've got a Gear 13 Grievous, so that's powerful. But it's like, after that I have to do the Geos still, and then there's the oddball team of Gunray, Dooku, Saj, and that. It's like, I got so much gear to still do there. Plus, I'm already starting to slowly work on the Galactic Republic. And your guilds are going to have to decide where you want your resources focused, because if you just try and focus on them both, you're going to stagnate real quick, because it's going to be like, okay, I've got 10 characters fighting over this Carbonti. And again, we've got the relic thing coming, so who knows what that's going to do to gear. I know they're talking about redistributing some stuff and reprioritizing what can get turned into the stuff, but honestly, so much of the player base doesn't have Gear 13 yet that I don't think it's... I think they're jumping the gun on this relics thing, honestly. Because I can say, like, except for those things that Win do and some of the challenges drop where you're gonna get like 50 a day or so, and they only take 20 to do. Except for those, I don't actually have a whole lot of gear stored up because I've been having to upgrade so many characters lately that I haven't done before that it really has eaten into a lot of my available reserves. And like the gear crunch just feels bad right now. Does that make sense? So if my guild discusses it, I'm going to be in favor of let's focus on 33 starring Separatist Might first, because I get the feeling you're going to need the relics to do that. That just seems like, because we expected, okay, either they're going to raise the level cap or add gear 13 plus, and it looks like it's going to be neither at the moment. Although I'd be in favor of a level cap raise at this point. 85 is such an awkward number. I played World of Warcraft when they were doing those 5 things levels. I never liked that. I really didn't. I was like, no, give me 10. I don't care if it makes the numbers big. Deal with it. So, yeah, just dealing with... I don't know. I feel like a level increase should happen instead of a gear increase soon. Because that means we also got to grind up the damn levels. And then we got to pay for it, which is going to be expensive. Credit resources will be eliminated. So, yeah, if my guild has to choose, I vote Separatists, because I like those teams more anyways. The Geonosians and and Grievous. Again, Grievous is the gatekeeper currently. Like, only the Revens beat him consistently. I guess now the 501st can beat him, but, you know, if you're like me, you don't leave Grievous on defense. You're using him on offense. He is my Jedi Knight Revan counter currently. Like, I actually now just have, like... Revan and Malik are on defense constantly for me now, because they're there to make sure that if you can't get through that, you're not getting half of my territories. And I'm fine then, because that leaves me open to, even if I do badly, at least then I don't have to full clear people to win. Yeah, that's just my personal strategy at the moment. But yeah, it's like Grievous does that, and then the Geonosians are a nasty team that requires a dedicated counter, usually Darth Treya. Maybe you could do, and then maybe the Scavengers will still work, to be determined. So yeah, you need a dedicated counter for that too. Yeah. Personally, I did notice that Shock worked very well, so maybe Palpatine Treya would be a good counter, because, if you shock them, they don't heal. They equalize, but they don't heal. It makes them easier to kill. I had one time where it was just one of those, like, I knew I couldn't participate very much in the territory war, and I still had Darth Revan, so I used his AoE shock, and I noticed that shut the bugs down instantly. Like, I didn't even have to worry about picking Alpha off. Like, they were all just half dead because they equalized, but none of them healed. So that's something that I noticed was real cool. But my point is, I like both those teams. I want both those teams to be good. So let's not forget the Geonosians have a ship trio that's Separatist. I bet you that's going to come back under the Malevolence. I'm trying to think what else there is. Yeah, so Galactic Republic. Padme's team is good. It's on par with Grievous for power. It can even give Malik a run for his money sometimes. The 501st is good now. I'm going to guess because of that, that's going to be your two kind of core teams, because that's the way it's worked out for Separatists, is you've got your Grievous team and your Bugs, and then everyone else, and that's your 3 kind of main Separatist teams that take advantage of the Separatist buffs, plus the Droid Factory thing. I still love that ability. I just wish the character was better, because he's resisted all the time. He's only best if I summon him with General Grievous, because I think he's based on what you're summoning him with. I'm trying to think if there's much else. Yeah, no, I've been wanting to make this video for a couple weeks now. I'm now that I'm pretty confident about what the meta ship's going to be, because I've seen the 501st, I'm very confident that, again, just to sum it all up again from the beginning, next big thing's going to involve Padme, maybe. Like, whatever's going to come from the light side's going to involve Padme, not the 501st. The 501st are a smokescreen. They're done. I don't expect much else to come from them. Maybe Anakin gets the thing, but him and Padme, remember, Anakin betrayed the Republic for Padme, so therefore he is more better with Padme than he is with the 501st. Do not expect the epic confrontation to be right now. I don't expect it. It just doesn't make sense because of how friggin' hard it was to do the last one. It doesn't make sense. We don't have anything that hard right now. We haven't had new Heroes Journeys characters. All we've had is Padme's Legendary. Again, I suspect it's going to involve Episode 9, not the Clone Wars, because Episode 9 is going to be the big one. It's the trilogy ender. Who knows when we're going to get another main Star Wars story after that. We have the Game of Thrones guys are doing something. Fingers crossed it's Old Republic. But we don't know. If you have to gear up, I personally vote I vote Separatists over Galactic Republic once we have the two going. Smart guilds will specialize in one, get 33 stars, and then move on to the next. Like, don't spread yourselves thin. Focus. Specialize. Yeah, so that's it. Good luck to everyone on your farming. I'm gonna try and get enough crystals raised so I can do that Echo purchase a few times, because I do want to have the 5 first, even if they're at level 1. I want to get them 7-starred. Because they're definitely going to be valuable. I haven't actually looked at the weekly. What is it? Okay, so Rex is for 5. Shakti is in here at full price. And then all the other clones are cheap. So the clones, absolutely worth it. Shakti, Rex, definitely go for it. No. Yes, yes. Oh, right, and I guess Darth Revan's rolling around again, so, good luck to those who are doing him. If you don't have HK ready, you're in trouble. Remember, power up Karth and Canderous. They are the most important. Obviously, Fallen and, HK are nice. Their Zetas are nice, but Karth and Canderous actually can carry the day. It's just so much bloody gear in the weekly. Yeah, and again, it's like the gear crunch is insane. I honestly would like to I would like to know a whale just so I can ask them what your thoughts are on the gear crunch, because the gear crunch is real bad. But yeah, good luck to everyone with what you're expecting to farm, whatever your goals are. Me personally, I want to get to the rest of the Separatist droids to gear 12 by the end of September and start working on the bugs. Good luck with Geonosis Lightside when it drops. And good luck when the fleet arena meta shifts, because anyone not rolling the Falcons in for a real bad day when the Negotiator comes out. Alright, everyone. Farewell.